What's going on, everyone? Model Deer Farmer with you again today. We are back on FS22 here. We are on my Edgewater Saskatchewan farm. So, we got maybe a couple things to do today. Uh, it's probably going to end up being about the same thing, which I won't make you guys sit through everything. But it is October. All of our crop is out. Right now, we are busy with spreading lime. If you want to take a look at my iPad here, everything that is highlighted in blue here, we own. So we own a fair amount of land, um, on kind of in our township here. Um, so yeah, if we take a look over, let's switch here on our iPad, over to our pH information. We're busy putting down lime right now. All we really have left is field 10, 11, 12, 25, 53, 23, and maybe 49. Actually, I think 49 is already done. So we are down to our final 6 fields of lime, which is good because we've been putting a lot of lime down, and it's costing us a lot of money. We're gonna kind of be working back to get this farm where it needs to be on here because we have a loan of $1.3 million right now. I got a lot of crops sitting in the bins, which is going to help us out, but we are going to start getting the last couple fields limed here. This is a truck that we are borrowing from the co-op right now. We're gonna go take this down to the co-op and go ahead and get a load of lime, and work on taking that down to our next fields. I also just realized that this truck is going to need diesel soon, which is kind of unfortunate. Maybe we'll see and we'll try pushing it. We only have 6 fields left, not very much travel time. Maybe we can make it without having to fill this up. We're getting close into town here now. We'll pull out onto the road here, try and get going before this car comes. The semi is a little bit slow, but it is what it is. We're getting into town here. We're gonna head over to our co-op, and pick up a trailer full of lime. It's gonna cost us $8,000, I think. I know we have $107,600 right now, but like I said, we do have a $1.3 million loan. So we're not really working with much here, but over here at our co-op, all we gotta do is pull in over here to their bay, and they will get us loaded up with lime. See, each hopper on here takes us about $1.3 thousand. So we'll get this loaded up and head out to where our next fields are going to be. All loaded up, we're ready to head out of here. We'll shift down, come out of here, because this lime is very heavy. So kind of just taking it slow out of here right now, shift up. We're going to take this, we'll probably start at our closest field, to be honest. It's one of the biggest fields we have left, so we'll go ahead and just try and get that knocked out first. But we'll see you guys once we get over to the field. Little side note, guys, I really do love the custom traffic that has been put in on this map. It looks nice. All the realistic brands of stuff, they're pretty cool. Like up here, there's an F-150 and a big Chevy truck, 3500, I believe. It looks pretty cool. Now, really, our first field that we're going to isn't that far away. You can see it up ahead. We harvested it earlier, a couple months ago. So we're just going to pull in off the side of the road, probably. And then we'll go ahead and get our spreader over here. Slow down here, get in here, see if we can pull in quick before that pickup gets here. There we go. We'll swing our hopper out, conveyor, and then we'll have to adjust it off to the side here. Go ahead and shut the truck off. I told our part-time employee Jim to come pick me up, so he should be here in a little while to go take us over to our spreader that's over by the farm. Okay, Jim brought us over here. We got up into our spreader, and we're gonna get this thing going over. It should be a pretty decent drive. I mean, it's not long, but it's not short either. We'll throw on the beacons and get headed down the road. We still do have just a tiny little bit of lime left in here from our last field, so I guess that's a little bonus there, but it's only 221 liters. Not gonna do us very much, but we're gonna get over there. Oh yeah, we'll just go. We can get pretty fast in this thing. We get going 28. I know the people behind us aren't gonna be too happy, but well, they can wait a little while. They have the opportunity to pass. If they want to pass, they can. They never seem like they want to, though. Spreader definitely is getting pretty dirty. We have 5.6 hours on this thing right now, this year since we serviced it. So it's a little bit dirty. Also just realized that this thing's getting lower on diesel fuel too. Should have probably filled that up before we left the farm. Well, we're getting pretty close to the field here. We do have our prescription maps loaded already into our display in the cab and everything, so we should be good there. We just need to pull under here. We'll go ahead and turn our beacons off. Pull under there. Overshot a little bit. We'll go get over here in the truck, turn that on, and get loading here. To fill this spreader, it takes about 2.5 fills, or 2.5 little sections here, and I guess I skipped the first one, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but well, it is what it is. Yeah, this is probably our biggest field that we got left. After that, I'm pretty sure it's just kind of smaller pieces, so we'll see about that. There we go. Our spreader is all loaded up, so we'll head back over here into our spreader, get it unfolded for us so we can get spread in here. Okay, we're all unfolded. We'll turn on our spreader and get going. As you can see in the bottom left corner, we got our prescription rates, so it automatically determines how much product we need to put on in each area, which is really nice. We don't overuse the product. We only use however much we need to. So that's kind of nice. A little bit of a hill towards the center of this field here that we get to go over. Looks like we're down to about half a tank already. Crazy how fast we go through this stuff. Well, we're almost going to run out here. Man, we got 2% left. Did not get all the way around. And just like that, we're out. Well, we got around half the field. So we gotta head back over here to our hopper truck and load us some more lime into our spreader to hopefully get done with the outside of this field. And just like that, we are loaded up again, and we will get back to spreading. I think once we finish up this one outside pass, I think we're just going to do one more around the whole field, just to get us a little bit more turning area, and then we will just go back and forth and knock the rest of this field out. On to our second headland pass around the field here. This should pretty much get this whole back side of this field all knocked out, so that'll be nice. And now our diesel fuel is blinking red, so we're getting down there, so we're going to need probably take this into town and go ahead and fill it up with diesel soon. I do have a Thunder Creek fuel trailer which we could use to fill up the spreader, but that's all the way at the farm, and our next field here that we're going to be working on is pretty close to the fuel station, so I think we'll just go ahead and pick some up there. It's going to be a little bit easier than bringing our Thunder Creek all the way over to the field here. Getting pretty close to running out of product again. In the trailer, I think we only have enough to fill the spreader almost full. It's not going to be a complete load, but maybe since we have the headlands done, pretty close to being done here, maybe we can get the whole rest of the field done on this load. Well, not the whole thing that's going to be done, because I know there is a little section to the field that is on the other side of the creek. So that's going to be a little bit of a pain. But it is what it is, I guess. But we'll get loaded up with what we have left, and get putting that on the field. That field is going to get us 93% full, so it's not completely full, but it is pretty close. Now I got a little bit left here to do on this side for the headland, and then a little bit left over there to my left. But after that, we should be good for the outside of this field. Headlands are finished now. We have 49% left in our tank, so we'll see how many passes we can get done. This is all we have here on the main part, but then we do have that little area over across the creek there that we got to do as well. So we're probably going to have to go get another load, and then after that we'll be down to 4 more fields, I think, because I accidentally counted both of these parts of this field separate earlier, so we should only have 4 more fields after that. Well, ran out of product. Time to head back to town with the semi-truck and go grab another load of lime. Rolling back into the field here with another load of lime. I am another 8 grand pourer now, so that's always cool. But we'll get our hopper swung out, get our spreader underneath, and get filling it again. And get heading back to spreading. You guys get the point. I've done a lot of this so far, and I'm nearing the end, which I'm happy. It's taken a long time to get all this lime put on. Uses a lot of products. There's lots of trucking back and forth, but we're finally getting down to the closing stages of putting lime on for this year, which is really nice. And the main part of the field is done. We'll get folded up, because unfortunately there is no path in between the two pieces where it's separated by the creek. So we just got to fold up. We're going to load up completely, top off everything before we head out to that other part, just so we can minimize the amount of trips that we got to come back over here. And that should top us off. Looks like we're ready to go. We'll head down the road a little bit and then hop into that other part across the creek. Okay, we're coming up here across the creek. We'll start getting unfolded. This piece is a lot smaller over here on the other side of the creek, which is nice. Shouldn't take very long to knock out. Hopefully just this load, and that'll be it. But we will see. Shouldn't take very much though. And that did not take us very long at all. We still have 31% left. That part's done. I think we are going to wait for some traffic here, and then we're going to jump over right over here to this field on the left. We got that field that we need to do, and then 2 fields over here, I believe, maybe 3. Once we run out down here, I am just going to drive the tender truck down here, because it doesn't really make sense for me to drive the spreader all the way back and forth down the road every time. Back over to that field over there. Seems like we're using a lot less product on this field. Our prescription map shows that we are using less. It needs less over on this part of the field, which is nice because we can go a little bit longer without having to fill up again. Well, we just ran out of product here. What I'm going to do though, before we go and get the tender truck, I'm going to take this thing right down the road. We're not that far away from town. We're cutting it tight on fuel, and we really don't want to run this diesel engine out of fuel. Town's not that far away. Just down the hill here is the gas fuel station. So we'll just hop in there quick, fill up some fuel, take this back up to the field we were working on right here, and then we'll just walk over and get the tender truck. It's not that far away, so I'm not going to bother Jim to have him come over and pick me up. I'm just going to go ahead and walk over there. So pull in here to our gas station and get this thing filling up with fuel. Probably going to be pretty expensive. Man, according to their diesel pump here, diesel's only 72 cents a gallon. Somehow, I feel like my money's going down more than that. I don't know if they can quite decide what they want, because their sign over here says $2.45 a gallon for diesel. That costs us $700 to fill this machine up. Yay. Well, oh, we hit their little sign thing. Well, that's too bad. They took all my money, so that's what I'm gonna do to them. But we'll head back up to our field here, and head over and get the tender truck over here now. And there we go, another field finished up. We'll go ahead, top off here quick, just before we head over to our next field, because I believe, okay, we got 3 fields left over here, 10, 11, and 12, and that is it. That is it for the year for liming, which is so nice. I can't wait. They don't look like that big of fields either, as long as they don't use a lot of product, which I think it's looking like they're going to use a decent amount, which is not what I want to see. It's also going to start getting dark here soon, and I kind of really want to finish this up tonight, but we'll have to see. It's 4:30 right now, I believe. So we'll just kind of have to see how things work out. We'll go ahead. There's a field approach for this field. Sorry, buddy. There's a field approach for this field right up here. We'll just pull in here. These are a little bit more odd-shaped fields, so we'll just get at them here, I guess. Get unfolded. We're off to the races. Well, we're getting down there on product. We're not completely empty yet, but I think I am just going to head over, see if we can road this enough to get it over to the field approach over by our truck, because I really don't want to fold this in right now. But we aren't completely empty. We got a little bit to go on that field, but I know we have just a little bit left over here in our truck from this load, so we're just gonna go ahead and dump that in quick. Like I said, wasn't much. It was we're only up to 4,300 liters pretty much, but it'll get us a little ways farther. Now I just gotta see if I can get a break in traffic to road this thing back over to the approach, which would be really nice. We don't have to worry about the right lane right now because we're going that way. The left lane doesn't look like there's anyone coming, so we made it. Now we'll get over here. There's not much left to go on this field, so maybe we can finish off with what we got left in here, and then we only have 2 more fields left. It's finally starting to sink in that we are almost done with lime, and I'm so happy. Lime has taken so long, and I'm finally almost done. Only a couple more fields left. This is going to be so nice. Okay, that field is finished. Now instead of roading or taking the semi to go get a whole nother load of lime, since we only have 2 fields left and they're kind of smaller, I think I'm just going to road the spreader down to the co-op to get a load in the spreader quick, and because I only think we're going to need the most 2 or 3 more loads. So we're just going to road this down there, fill up quick, and head back up here, because I really don't want to end up with like 30,000 liters of lime left over. I just don't want to deal with that. Woohoo, there's another $2,600 gone. Well, we are here at our second to last field. It is a kind of odd-shaped field, but the good thing about that is that by the time we get all of our end passes done, we're pretty much close to done on the field. There's just a lot of end passes on these odd-shaped fields. And then our last field, I believe, is pretty small, so that shouldn't take very long either. One pass around the outside of this field, we're down to 50%, which means we're probably going to have to go get another load to finish off that last field. But this field, pretty close to being done. We'll do another pass around the outside here, and then we're pretty much not going to have very much left. Thing is, with this field, it's got a couple areas with trees around in it, so we kind of do have to go around those as well. Oh man, this one's going to be close. We got our last little part of the field right here, and only 124 liters of product left. Ooh, that's close enough, I'm going to tell you. That's close enough. We'll go get one last load for our final field that we need to lime. Last load of lime going into the spreader for the year. Heading back here on the minimum maintenance road back to our last field. So kind of just a little minimum maintenance road to get all the way back here. It is kind of getting dark with all the trees around here, but I think we can finish up. This shouldn't take us too long. Over here, right next to this field, though, is our winter wheat, one of our winter wheat fields. We are going to need to get a sprayer out there and spread some herbicide on it soon, because it is getting a little bit weedy over there, and that's gonna make our yield not as good, and we want a good yield, so we need to take care of that soon. But on to the last field here. Pretty small. Shouldn't take us more than 5 minutes or so. So we'll get into it. And there we go. We are done spreading lime for the year. It is so nice. Now we will go ahead and take the spreader back home. We'll go ahead and put our electric tarp across. We're gonna head home back to the farm with this, and then I think we'll have Jim come and bring us back so we can take that semi truck over to the co-op, and then he will give me a ride back home after that. So finally nice to be done with lime. We'll probably get this thing cleaned up a little bit too before we throw it in the shed. But yeah, with how far north we are, it does get dark pretty early. I mean, it is only 6 o'clock right now, but it is also October, so the days are kind of getting shorter. But it does get dark pretty early now. And there we go, we are back at the farmyard now. We normally park this over here in the Quonset. I have a lot of equipment sitting out right now, just scattered all over the yard. I know it's getting a little bit dark. We'll probably just spray this off quick before the dirt really gets stuck on there, and then we'll get it put in the shed, and maybe go ahead and put some of our other tractors and equipment in the shed for the night. Even though I don't think it's gonna rain or anything tonight, but we'll just go ahead and put it in anyway. There we go, all cleaned up. We'll try and get it to fit here in the Quonset. The Quonset's kind of stacked full, but we'll try getting it squeezed in here without hitting anything. There we go, that should work for now. Go ahead, get the doors closed up here on the Quonset. So don't quite know what's going on with our gravity wagon here. It's having a little bit of troubles. Yeah. So we'll get the 4020 kind of pulled in here a little bit. We're a little bit unorganized here in the shed right now, so we're probably not going to get everything in. But we'll go ahead and get the 4755 put in here. We are a little bit short on shed space. Shed space is not the most abundant around here. But we'll go ahead and put the 4755 in here. And I was going to maybe try to get the 8030 series in here, but I don't know. It might fit. We can try getting the 8430 put in here. It's gonna be tight though, so not so sure about it. There we go, a little bit of a tight fit. And actually, I don't think that's gonna work. It's not gonna, the shed door is not gonna close. Kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. We're not gonna have room to put the versatile inside tonight. It's just what it is. We can grab pickup though quick and get that put over in the garage portion of the shed here, though, for the night. And there we go. Everything's put away. I just want to thank everyone for watching. If you're still here at this point in the video, thanks for watching. We'll get doing some more stuff next time, but I think it's time for me to go grab some sleep for the night. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.